Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, I'm going to be continuing my memory guide, this time talking about combos. Now, Intensify is going to combo with the team mainly through one card, and that is going to be Elemental Teachings. And this is a card that's going to be perfect element, but also allows you to prepare markers and then turn those markers into elements for other spirits. So you have built-in elemental support with Elemental Teachings. You also have Study the Invader's Fear, which allows you to give the team some fear deck knowledge. This is probably the least important unique. And then you have Boon of Ancient Memes, which is a way for you to give power boons, minor powers, or major powers. So these are the three ways that you support the team. The other way, and this is a minor point, is you tend to be blighting not very much because this is a defend 5 usually, and defend 5 is pretty edge case proof. You'll be able to prevent a lot of blight with this, and then a lot of my builds with memory are going to lean towards majors, and with majors, you can do some busted things. So let's look at the spirits that I have over here. And the first, I guess the first three I think are pretty solid, is probably the best combo enablers with Intensify. And then I was trying to figure out other two, and these are the two I decided to go with. Okay, so we have Serpent. And more specifically, I want the base version of Serpent. And the reason for that is because Serpent has Primordial Deeps as well as Flowing Power, which is going to allow Memory to gain more power cards and also get extra plays. One of the biggest weaknesses to the builds that I talk about in my videos is you're going to be at 2 plays for most of the game. Usually you go to the 3 energy, so you look like this. This is your turn 4. By the time you reach your third card play, that's turn 6 or turn 7. So you're going to be at 2 cards for most of the game, and Serpent is able to kind of get you out of that. Now, there is a combo with Serpent and all forms of memory, and the way that combo works is they play Absorb Essence, turn 1, and I've actually talked about this combo, but essentially you hyper accelerate the left innate. I'm going to showcase it here. I have a video talking about the combo as well. So Absorb Essence, you do that on memory, you gain an element, and then both spirits reclaim, and then memory's playing Elemental Teachings again. I guess it doesn't matter what card memory plays on turn 1, but what matters is Serpent needs to be playing Absorb Essence as well as Aegis, and then memory needs to give Serpent Elemental Teachings such that they have enough elements to hit this last tier. So they would need 1, 2, they need 3 elements to hit that third tier here. Oh, I might be wrong. There we go. Yeah, so 3 elements to hit this tier. And then because memory is getting absorbed again by Serpent, it's going to have 2 presents on its tracks over here, which means both Serpent and memory will get to prolift on turn 2. And both spirits can reclaim loop this, which is pretty absurd. And like with Snake, you're hitting both innates, and then you're Aegising, which is going to be this defend that's scaling, which is going to stall the game out. And then because of the prolift, you're hyper accelerating how fast you're going to activate. And then a lot of times memory plays this card, plus they play a major, and you're also accelerating, and then you're getting an extra element with Absorb Essence. So you'll have plus 2 elements, 1 element here, 1 element here, to help threshold that major. Now, as you guys saw, you really need 3 to 4 elements to threshold most majors, but the 2 elements still could help out there. But yeah, so this is regarded as being one of the strongest combos in the game, and this is just base memory. Intensify is probably a little bit weaker with this combo. I'm not sure. It's tough to tell. Like the benefit to this to Intensify versus base memory here is you get the defend 5 every turn, which is busted. But the negative is you won't be able to threshold your majors that well. And a lot of times this combo revolves around memory playing a major thresholded in the early mid game. Though I also haven't played this combo. I've played it once, and that was with base memory, and it felt really good. And I just decided, I don't really want to do this combo again. I haven't really touched it since. But I don't know. Maybe Intensify is better, maybe it's worse. But yeah, this is a when I say better or worse, I mean better or worse in this respective combo. But I think this combo is one of the strongest. Okay, let's look at the next one. and that is Hearth Vigil. And once again, the doggo is here. And Hearth Vigil is going to support memory with two things. The first is with that special rule, Fortify Heart and Hearth, allowing you to increase the health of Dahan. But most importantly, it's going to give you that very, very nice favors of story and season, giving memory Dahan movement, energy, and reclaims. And now that story and season is so important because that Dahan movement is great because a lot of times you'll have this defend 5, but you don't want to be playing your Dahan movement every turn. So now all of a sudden you have this vessel that can move Dahan for you. And then the reclaim is amazing because you want to choose this option as least as you can. So now you can just never have to reclaim. It's just so good. Now, what does memory do? Well, memory can give Hearth Vigil power cards if you need to, or memory can give Hearth Vigil elemental teachings so that Hearth Vigil can now accelerate and hit this innate earlier than what it normally can. So imagine hitting the left innate instead, all Dahan and all of your lands deal damage before invaders. So memory is able to accelerate Hearth Vigil here. So two very, very strong spirits. I actually think this is a very powerful combo, as well as the Serpent combo. Now I have Fractured, and this is where I'm a little bit less sure. But I think this combo is still pretty strong. The main thing is Teachings is able to give elements to Fractured such that they can easily hit this innate than having to play their on-element cards. Now, I think this is going to vary. Like sometimes Fractured will easily be able to play this innate and you won't need to worry, but the fact that you can always give Teachings elements to Fractured will make Fractured's turns a lot easier. And then in return, Fractured can give you slips, so that's extra card plays, but can also make your majors fast with that top threshold. So very, very strong there. And then also Fractured gets a nice juicy daze. And wow, we have cast down here. So like with the memory plus cast down, there's a good chance you'll be able to likely threshold cast down with Fractured. So one of the reasons why this is such a strong combo is just being able to threshold those majors. Okay, so Starlite, very similar to the spirits above, being able to give elemental teachings to help facilitate innates, but more importantly, threshold those majors that Starlite is going to be drafting. I have this one here just to show a really cool interaction that I've done a couple times with the spirit. So a lot of times you'll see Starlite will play Boon of Reimagining and Shape on turn 1, and I would say about 50-ish% of games you'll be playing Boon of Ancient Memes. So what I found is that Starlight and Memory can actually trade power boons. So now Starlight will grab the Boon of Ancient Memes, and if you really want, you can choose Shape to gain. So like if you use this first, you'd gain your 3 energy, and now you could actually pay 2 energy to gain that major without forgetting, which is a nice thing. I don't think you need to do that because you have 2 cards that you really want to forget over here. But the fact that you could just get a minor, which is also pretty good too. Another thing is that memory, when memory takes Boon of Reimagining, it says target spirit may forget a power card and then gains a bunch of stuff. Well, because of memory's first special rule, it says when you would forget a power card, you may instead discard it. So when you take Boon of Reimagining, you just discard a card from hand rather than losing that card. So you get a lot of upside there. And also you get the extra energy because you're targeting another spirit. This is something that I've been doing in some of my games, and it's been really, really powerful. The fact that Memory gets the extra energy as well as an extra draft, and then Starlight can just play Starlight games and just stall the game out. It doesn't really matter until you get to that end game. So it's just very, very strong. Okay, so the last combo I have here is the Finder combo, and this is a combo that I'm not too familiar with, but it's very similar to the ones before. Memory is able to give Finder elemental teachings. Just 1 or 2 extra elements can be massive in hitting these innates. And as well as Memory can give out Boon of Ancient Memes on turn 1 to Finder, giving them that extra card, which could really accelerate what Finder is trying to do. And then what can Finder do instead? Finder is able to give them Traveler's Boon, which could help disrupt some of those big built-up lands on Memory's board, as well as Finder can donate a maneuver action for Memory. So this is, I would say probably this is the one spot here where I'm a little unsure. I mean, there's plenty of other spirits here that would love to combo with Memory, but I'm trying to find a spirit that can can give a lot of stuff back to Memory. And I look at the spirits up here and I'm like, well, Roots and Memory, like it's fine, but I don't know if I would call it really a combo per se, but like these spirits down here, I feel can actually interact very well with memory. An honorable mention is River here, and that is because of that boon of vigor. A lot of the builds with memory that I play tend to be energy starved, and this is a way that can give memory a ton of energy, and especially it might enable going like pure bottom track builds, getting to the 4 plays, and then having that boon of vigor on repeat. And then, of course, you can give elemental teachings, allowing River to hit that massive flooding a little bit earlier. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.